Okay, so in this video, I'm going to go through some of the percentage problems that you'll come across in the IXL skills that you've been set for this week. There'll be 3 different types of ones, depending on where the unknown is in the equation. So the first one we're going to start off with is a fairly basic one that you'll come across quite frequently. So say 40% of $70. Now we're trying to find this one here, which we'll put as X, which is our unknown or variable. It's what we're trying to find out. So you should have just watched the Khan Academy video on how to convert between percentages, fractions, and decimals. So 40% can also be written as 40 over 100 because 100 over 100 is the same as percent. So of in a percentage equation just means times. So we can put the times in there. Times 70 equals X. Okay, so 40 over 100, if you pop that into your calculator, or you can move the decimal, it's also the same as 0.4 times 70. And you can pop this straight into your calculator if you don't believe me. It equals $28. So 40% of $70 is $28. And that's the first type of calculation that you'll come across. Some sort of percentage of another amount, and you'll have to work that out. Okay, the next type that you'll come across is where the percentage is the unknown. So you'll be trying to work out the percentage. So say I'm going to put X in there because that's our unknown. So X percent of $90 equals $63. And I just have to apologize for my writing here, it's not the best. So again, we can convert the X percent into a fraction. So X over 100 times 90 equals $63. Okay, so to get rid of this $90, this times by $90 on the left-hand side, we have to divide it by $90. This is just some algebra here, which means that we also have to do that on the right-hand side. So we're going to be dividing by 90 over here as well. That gets rid of that. So what you end up with is X over 100 equals 63 divided by 90. Which is 0.7. So to get rid of this divided by 100 over here, we're going to do the opposite, which is timesing by 100. So times by 100 on this side, which means on the right hand side we also have to times by 100. That gets rid of those two. And so what you end up with is X equals 70. And you can make sure that you got that right. You can check that one by plugging it back into the original equation up here. So 70% or 0.7 times 90 equals 63. And that is true and correct. So that's the second type of percentage problem that you'll come across with the percent as the unknown. The third type of one, and the last one that we're going to go through, is where the amount is unknown. And I'll show you what I mean. So we've got, say for example, we've got 30% of X as our unknown is 24. We'll put $24 on there because we usually talk about sale items. So again, we can convert the percent into a fraction. Makes it a little bit easier for us to work with in terms of algebra. Times by X equals $24. So what we can do here is put it into our decimal. Equals 24. Now to get rid of that 0.3, again, This is a times, so we're going to be dividing by 0.3, which means that we need to do that on the right hand side. These cancel out, and what you end up with, let's have a look, we've got x equals 24 divided by 0.3, which is 80. You can pop that into your calculator, and then again we can double check that we got that one right by plugging it into the original equation up here. So 30% of $80 does indeed equal $24. And the way that you would put that into your calculator would be 0.3 times by 80 equals 24. And that is correct and true. So hopefully those 3 examples have helped you with some of the IXL skills that you have to do this week. Remember, you can also pause and rewind me as well if you need to.